Hello and welcome to this presentation about this college information management system from Gladtidings Software Ltd. And this program is in short called Coinformance. So, what is Coinformance? Coinformance is a records management system for tertiary institutions like colleges, trade schools, and universities. It's accessible online as well as on a local area network. And it has several features, including a module for managing administrative information such as staff members, courses, programs offered. It also has a students records module, which allows institutions to manage enrollments. There's class and exam scheduling, payments and general accounting. There's also hostel management, results, as well as announcements. Now, under the administrative module, here institutions can define things like different schools, especially for universities that have different schools, and these schools can have different departments. You can specify different positions of staff members in each department. You can also keep records of the programs that are offered and which course is offered in which program and which staff takes which course. And here's an example report that shows a pivot table of the types of staff that are available at a certain institution. And there's several other reports that you can come up with, and in this system we extensively make use of pivot tables to allow flexibility in reporting. And under the enrollment module, you can manage admissions online, so the students are able to apply for admission online. Then you can also have these registrations by administrators, or the students can actually do course registration themselves online. And then you can also visualize which students are part of which program, or which students are part of which course, as well as manage graduations. And here's a sample report that shows a chart, and this is an automatic chart, so you don't need to really struggle to create a chart like this one. And this one shows you the number of students that you have per program. And here's an example confirmation slip after a student registers, so it shows which courses the student has registered for. And then under exam scheduling, here we allow you to define exams for different periods. Students can sign up for exams. You can also define different examination halls, and then the system can automatically schedule the exams for you. For instance, it can say, okay, this particular course has 50 students and they will be in such a room. And then you can also have attendance sheets, so you're able to record which students attended the exam, which ones submitted their scripts, and so forth. And here's an example where you can define the exams. For instance, you have end of year exam, the date it will start and the day that it will end. And then here's an example timetable that has been generated, which shows for each course and each center. So you can have multiple centers actually, and the system can generate these exam schedules for all these multiple centers that you have. There's something which is simpler, which shows each course, the center, the duration of the exam, the room where it will be, and the date as well as the time. So this is all automatically generated. You can also have class timetables, for day-to-day teaching, tutorials, labs, and so forth. So the system can generate that. And if you have rooms that are smaller than the number of pupils, or students that you have, you can actually split your students into different groups, for example, tutorial groups or lecture groups. We also have a payments module that allows administrators to define fees, and then students are able to pay, for instance, using Billmaster. They can pay using their mobile money or their Visa cards, and then you can analyze all these different kinds of payments as well as other transactions. So this is an example of a summary that shows how much each student is supposed to pay and how much they've paid. Then there's also the results part, where you can have lecturers create different kinds of assessments, and then they're able to submit results for these kinds of assessments, and then they can view different kinds of reports and results transcripts for the students. So here, for instance, you define the grades, and then you can see here for each course, you can actually see each assignment, what was the total. For example, assignment, and then you have final exam, you have labs, you have tests, and the system can automatically sum up everything. So the only thing that the lecturers have to do is to submit the results without really having to struggle to start analyzing what was the average and all these other things. And you don't even need to take this data to Excel. the system automatically generate graphs for you. It will generate summaries, and you can choose whether you want to view averages, sum, minimum, and so forth. Yeah, and here's a summary that shows how many got A's, B's, and A pluses, and so forth. And then that's a chart. If you want to generate a chart, and these charts can be different. You can have a bar chart, you can have a pie chart, a line, and other kinds of charts. There's an example transcript that shows the grades that a student got. Then you also have hostel management that allows institutions to allocate rooms, hostels to students, and students can automatically be placed on a queue based on different criteria. For instance, their proximity to the institution, and also their seniority. For example, third years must have priority over first years, and then also from the date of enrollment, somebody maintains the queue days. So the system automatically does that, and you can see here we've defined a few hostels, how many rooms are in each hostel, how many bed spaces are there, and then you can automatically assign, and then you get a report that shows who is in which room. Okay, and the last part is announcements that allows you to send emails and SMSs to students on different things. For example, those that are owing, or maybe you have a general announcement that you want to send to your staff. So of course this system is role based. That means that you're going to have different users that you can assign to different roles and rights, and system administrators can also have an audit trail, so they can see what has been happening in the system. So in brief, this is what GoInformance is about. This is a system that is very easy to set up. If you're interested in having it, you can host it on your own server at your institution. That is what we highly recommend. But if you want us to host it for you, we can also do that for you, and it doesn't take long to set up. Within an hour or so, it would actually be done. So thank you very much for your attention. We look forward to hearing from you. You can call us on this number, or you can send us an email at info@gladtidingszm.com, or you can visit our website gladtidingszm.com. Thank you for your attention.